Hello, welcome back and thanks for joining me. It's Judy from Thistledew Creations, and today I'm stuffing Happy Mail envelopes. I just did 2 videos where I decorated this batch and this batch of 4 each, and I pulled out a bunch of things to stuff them with so that they're ready to go when I need Happy Mail or want to send Happy Mail. And so I've got an assortment of things that I think will all fit in this envelope. Got these notepads. So I'm going to just start a few little piles here. I think I can probably do 4 piles at a time on screen. So I've got this beautiful tissue paper that come from Temu with eucalyptus leaves, and I've folded it so that it will fit in the envelope. And then I've got 2 pieces of the note paper. Let's see how many we can fit on screen. Try to do 4 so that I can stuff each batch. Okay, so there's 4 piles. And then I've got a journaling card for each one. These are the layered book page and magazine images and backed with paper bag. This one has several layers. I love this cat one. And that one I just found was really pretty. And then I've got some journaling cards that I did with printables and coffee dyed paper. And then I have score sheets, tally sheets for some sort of card game, I think. We and They premium points. Got mail cards from Payday game. I'll give each one of those. A napkin for each one. And then I've got bee stickers. Really nice gold metallic bee stickers. I'll do a sheet of those. And then I have these little tiny pieces of vellum that were taken off the edge of vellum post-it notes. I'm going to put 2 in each one for that. Those would be handy to, actually I'll do 3, to add into, well, anything really, but I've used them a lot on artist trading cards. And then I've got some post-it notes that my sister gave me. I know she won't mind me re-gifting them. Thank you for being awesome. And these I like to put these onto a card, so I'll put them on the mail card. And then I'll put them towards the inside when I put them into the envelope. So I'm going to do however many I have of these. She just gave me a few of each one she had. And I have 4 of those, so that's good. And then that one says something about awesome. Thank you for listening, for guidance, for inspiration, for courage, and for being there. And I just layer them up on the card. Thank you for all that you do. There's only 3 of those, I think. You make a profound difference. That's a nice sentiment. I think there's room. No, we'll just leave it at that for those. And then I have vintage advertisements. These ones are a little long for the envelope, so I'm going to leave those out. But I've got some that, these were cut out of wallpaper. So I'll include one of those in each package as well. And I'll put these little things in the middle and have that face down to slide it into the envelope. Oh, and I wanted to add a piece of paper in here too, so let's do that before I start sliding them in. So I have some dictionary pages, a gazillion of them that I need to use up. So I thought that they would be good to put in, and they will definitely fit in the envelope if I fold them, just so. So let's see, I think I need to fold them in thirds. And just make sure that it's going to fit around the stuff. And that it's going to fit in the envelope. And then I could put another sticker to hold that closed. I've got this roll of stickers. I think my sister gave me these too. And take that. Oh, and then I've got the other thing that I like to include is my mission possible statement. It says, your mission, should you choose to accept it, make a notebook with these happy mail items and post a picture in the group Thistledew Creations on Facebook. And then I'm going to sign them. Let's stick that in there. Each one might say something different, like the next one says make a tag. And stuff that. And I'm not going to seal these up yet. I'm going to leave them open in case there's some other little thing that I want to add in when I go to send the happy mail. Like maybe these become the extras in an ATC swap, for instance. So there's one. And this one says, your mission, should you choose to accept it, make a tag with these happy mail items and post a picture in the group. You don't have to use all of the items. And you can use other things too. It's basically just to get people interacting and using their happy mail. If they have to post a picture of what they made, then they're very likely to thank me for the stuff, which I don't do it for the thanks, but that's just common courtesy, right? To thank someone when they send you something. I do that as soon as I get a package in the mail. I take it out, I look at it, but I take a picture right away before I start putting things away, because that's something I did quite often when I first started, was forget to take pictures of the stuff that I received in Happy Mail, and then you feel like a heel that you didn't thank anybody. 3. Now this page has a lot of blank on it, but it has that interesting stuff, so I'm going to go ahead and use it. It's all good, right? For a new person who's just starting to junk journal and they haven't sort of taken the plunge to tear apart a dictionary yet, I tell you, it's liberating when you do it. But if you haven't, then, you know, that's a little bit of dictionary page that you can play with to see if it's worth it for you to desecrate a book. I just find them when they're really in rough shape and get them then, and then I don't mind doing it. So let's make 4 more piles and get these other ones done. So I'll start with my biggest items on the bottom. And I did have one extra piece there. It's okay. Napkins. I don't mind folding them because they always get straightened out when you glue them down. Cards. I gotta make some more of those. They were so much fun, and I was just using up a bunch of images that I didn't know quite what to do with. And then these ones are the printables. I love this girl in the dress. She isn't actually an official printable. It's a piece of art that's hanging in the showroom at work. And I just took a photo of it. It's so pretty. I want to paint her. Anyway, there's all kinds of ways you can make ephemera. Let's see how many of these I have. Put 3 in the other ones. They're a little bit staticky. Someone gets an extra one. And then these, I have, I think, 3 on each card. It doesn't really matter if they're even. The person that's getting it doesn't really know what the other people got unless they're paying attention on all the posts, the thank you posts, and then they might think, hey, how come she got that and I didn't? Let's hope nobody's like that. It's all good, like it's a windfall. Go. So that's 8. That'll be 8 Happy Meals. That'll be ready to go at the drop of a hat. So when I get super busy at work or just in life in general, it's still easy to get some Happy Mail together, especially for the people joining the group and the birthday Happy Mail. So with the birthday Happy Mail, I might want to insert like a birthday card of some sort. I've been looking for some birthday printables that I could put into these envelopes. If I don't happen to have a pile of cards, which I usually do, and I've started to collage on top of old cards to make new cards. That's fun to do too. So what have I been? 15 minutes here stuffing 8 envelopes so far. I'll probably be 20 by the time I'm done. I think that's a nice little assortment. I know I would be happy if I received that. And when the time comes, I'll just maybe take a peek in there to see what's in there already. And if I feel like I want to add more, I will. Or if it's to go along with something else, I'll just put whatever that is in with it. I like that it's got different textures in it. You've got the tiny bits of vellum, you've got tissue paper, you've got napkin, you've got book page, you've got something that I made, which I should have signed all those, but I did a video on it, so it's going to be obvious that I made them if they're followers of my channel. So there's 8 Happy Mails ready to go in 17 minutes. And I just have a place where I keep these all stacked up and ready. Ones that are sealed and ready go at the very front, and then these ones would go behind those, and then empty envelopes that are decorated go behind that, and then plain envelopes go at the very back. And that's sort of how I keep track. And when I buy new envelopes at a yard sale or a thrift store or somewhere, I put them at the back, and then when I have a chance to decorate them, I decorate them. So all kinds of little tips. I hope you've enjoyed this little Happy Mail series, and do feel free to copy me if you want to. It's a fun way to send mail, and if you just get everything glued down well and keep it flat so that even shipping this to the States I wouldn't have a problem because it doesn't have any lumps and bumps in it. If I try to put things with buttons when it goes to the States, they often say, oh no, this isn't just paper, it has to go as a package. So just be careful of that, and enjoy the process. Enjoy sharing your stuff. And don't worry about, I say don't worry about whether you're shipping out something that someone sent you. My take on that debate is that if someone gave it to you, it's yours to do with what you wish. And if it's something that you won't use, then pass it on to someone who will. So thanks for watching me. Like, comment, share, and subscribe. Most of all, have a great day and happy crafting.